Okay. So, can you see the screen where I'm moving the mouse right now? Okay, so when I go to edit here, hold on, let me, all right. So when I'm in here, okay, and I go to edit, when I go here to move it to scheduled, when I click stop, I want the errors to come up. This is a real property RP purchase. So if any of those values, let me, if you look on where the pop-up comes up, the error screen, if anything is missing out of the content type for this one, then when I hit stop, I'll get a window to come up to say, cannot complete task, you were missing, and to list them out. The mandatory variables. So this type of content type has different variables than this type of content type and this type. Each content type will have similar variables, but sometimes they'll have specific only to that content type. Yeah, it's coming from all items, but it doesn't matter what list it's coming from. The content within the content that I need, no matter what list I am going to be on, should have the error come up. So, for instance, if I am on a different list, let's say, if I'm on this list here, it should come up here too, because a lot of them are the same content. You know what I mean? Just a content type in the file status. Because we work with different lists and we move it around from different lists. The all items is only an overview of everything. But a lot of the times we are working throughout these different lists that I don't want to have to always go back to all items whenever I need to change something from this status to the other one, you know? I'll show you. So once a file, okay, this is the beginning. People here are going to buy a home, or they're going to the bank for another loan to pay less money per month. So that's what all this stuff is, okay? Once we go from here, and we go, if you look for the content type, see scheduled, okay? Now we go to the list of scheduled. There's different content now. So this is stuff that we have specific dates and things that we need. So once it goes into here, there's different content. After it goes into here, I don't need anything from here. I just want it before it gets to here, because if I have content before and I forget and I put it into this screen, then I may mess up. I forgot something. By having the pop-up come for any of the if any of the values are missing, it's to remind me, okay, I cannot do this. I must remember I have to do this before I can move it. Let me go on the website and find the list that I sent to you before. So, RP purchase, okay? So we'll find, all right. So we'll find one that doesn't have KN on. So this is an RP purchase. So it doesn't have everything here. It has intro email, you'll see. Intro email, ASD. ASD is blank. You see, it's blank down here. So if I were to move it from the file status that we have of active to the other one, the error would come up to say, you know, cannot move, you're missing this. You know? So what we're looking for is in all these content types, because the RP, that's all part of the content. They're the different content types, which are right here. Right here. So if this content type is missing any of that, the error comes up. If this content type, which is pretty the same as you can see, ext, missing any of this, because this is specific to this content type only. No other content type has that except this one. So a lot of them are the same. Like you have close at ID, intro email, ASD, this stuff here. They're all the same on most of them. And then some of them have specific stuff that other ones do not. So if any of these content types are being moved from why is it going there? Ugh, it's a different site. Hold on. So with any of these content types being moved from here to here, either now, when I click it, the error comes up, which is fine, or if I hit stop, the error comes up and it doesn't allow it to go. Either time for that error to come up is fine. I don't care which one. No, what I'm saying is, look, this is at active, okay? So when I click schedule, if the error comes up now for any of these items that are missing, that's fine. That's when I would want it to come up. If not then when I hit stop to stop editing and the error comes up, then that is fine too. Either time for the error to come up would be fine. All right, I mean, that's for the error one. This one, for like the emails, right? And I'll show you an example of what I want the email to look like. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up an email in here. So all the emails generated would go to well, you have the emails. I put them. So if the content type that has this here, okay, I put right here. So the content type, so the RP purchase, RP refi, these content types will have this, okay? So I'm going to give an example on the RP purchase one, right? So email subject. So what would happen is this is what it would look like in the email subject. So for this example, okay, we're using an RP purchase title issues description, okay? So title issues description, the value here would pull from the borrower name. So we'll do Alexander, okay? Okay? So this is Alexander here. So the value is Alexander of the borrower name. The next value is the lender, which is city. Okay? So this value would be city. Okay? So that's what the subject line is going to be. So what I've done is I've taken the value of the borrower name here and the lender, and I pulled it from the borrower name and the lender. Okay? So once I go into it, what it's going to do is it's going to take everything that's here. If you look, title, issues, description, here, it pulls it right from here. Okay? And anything that's in here, all it's going to do is copy it and paste it. And that is all. And then that email would auto send to the 2 people email that I gave you. And that's all I wanted to do. Only for the first time that anything is added to that section. If someone goes in later on to add more, like I'm about to show you, so that's what's in there now, right? If someone were to go in there, okay, and just like add that to it, I don't want another email coming. It's only going to be for when the first time anything is put into that item, I get an email. Anything after that, like this, I would get the email for this one, but I would not get the email for this one. Now, I've been able to create that before, but the problem was I couldn't have it stop sending me emails no matter what was created. I don't know if I still have it in there. It's not that bad to set up, but as a workflow, but for I just couldn't. I don't know if I have any of them. I doubt I have any of them active, which I don't. I've done the workflow, you know. So I don't see. Obviously, I don't see where they are, but I had created them, but I had to remove them. But in essence, that's what the email's for. Now, the content types are very important to know which has what. So the RP purchase, anything with RP content at the beginning of the content type will have this to pull from. Anything with the co-op, like this one, COOP, yep, it'll pull from this right here. Now, going forward, when people put anything in that content type, I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not, but they're going to do it like this. Whatever it is. They're going to number it the way down. So it doesn't matter what's in there, just everything to be done. And since this is a new content type, this is for the co-op, okay? Yeah, so it would take it like this. So the value here would equal the borrower, so the borrower name, so that is, and the value here equals the lender, which is that, and then that, and then this would be emailed to us, and then we would send it out. I do 800 of these a year. So as you can see, having it all done and put like this will save me a lot of time, you know? That's why I need it done like this. Every single email that is created will go to this email and this email. The 2 emails that I gave you. So every single email for this would go to them. Yes. So in every single one, are we good with this one here? Yeah, so we went through project 2 already. Now project 3, okay? This is how I want project 3 to look. Okay, so this weekly report will come to me only, okay? Every Monday and every Thursday, 7 a.m. Eastern time, my time. So what we would do, okay, is any item that has a close it ID, then right here, we'll just say, actually no, why don't we just look and see what is missing, and you can see firsthand. So here we see close it. So close it ID, we have 2 missing, right? So here, okay, so what's the next item on the list? Intro email sent, okay? Okay. If you look at the sheet that I sent you, this is the bi-weekly. So every Monday and every Thursday, an email for Project 3 would be sent to me listing out if anything is missing, okay? So the first one is the close it ID, this one here. So that is what's missing. The next one would be this one, intro email send. And I would actually prefer it to be like this. That way I know the breaking. So what I can, and I'm just showing you an example of what it would look like. So I know I have a status for intro email. So I can see that I am missing a few. So for intro email being sent, so this is what it would do. It would just take off any of these items that are missing and make a list. So it would be across all content types that have this in it. So every single content type has these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things in it. Okay? But after that, it doesn't match. There are things that are different on each one. So whatever is missing just on each different content type. So just to have it listed off, the next one would be ASD, right? So we would take anything that's missing in ASD, which is going to be a lot right now, but so here, I can see that I have a lot missing on this one. So it would take, there are 46 missing. It would take everything in this column, in the first column, and we'll put it right here. Then after ASD, we have city pre-close sent. So it would search out the city pre-close sent and put anything that's missing. Wasn't something out. and it would list out any city pre-close sends. So if we have pre-close that are missing here, we're missing 1, 2, 3. So it would just take that and it would put, I guess an easier way to put it would be borrower name. So if it's missing, the only thing that goes below it is the borrower name. If there's something there, it ignores it. So here's a city pre-close sent. We have this file Alexander. It has something there, so we can skip it no matter what is there. If anything is there, it can skip it. And that's why that wouldn't show up under here. But this one is missing. So we put that there. That one is missing. So it would just take the name of the it would take the borrower name and put it under here. And it would just list everything out. And this is another one that's missing. You see? And it would take that from all these content types. So some of them are the same, and some of them are different. So there are two ways that you can do this. You can put it all together, you know, or you can put it all together like this, where you're putting all the different content types that have closed ID missing into one, or you can separate it out, whatever you find to be easier to do. But I need to know exactly what I'm missing out of all of these on all of my deals that are active. That's the other thing. I probably didn't put that in there, which I should have. So for the title review, for this, for the title review here and the lien issues, this thing here, the auto email, and the error window, and the project 3. File status is equal to active only, okay? These other, if the file status is any one of these other ones, it doesn't affect it. It's only when the file status is active. Okay? I'm talking about the weekly email report, the one that comes every Monday and Thursday. Project 1, 2, and 3. Only when file status is active. Because if you look, I have a lot of closed files. I have 328. We don't have to do it under this here, you know? This is already done and over. Yeah, so that makes it, you know, it limits it to, you know, you see right now 68. There's not many. So this, okay, when we're in here, okay, we have an option in here to save list as a template, right? And then eventually it does go in there. So this is November 11, 2015. Let's get that wrong. Include content. Okay? So, and that's it. So, I clicked OK. It's waiting. And as you can see, I have a backup now of it A backup has been created right there. And I just want that to be done every single day. Automatically, every single day at 11 p.m. With content. That's the important thing here, you know? To save it with the content. Because I had a problem on SharePoint before, and I called Microsoft, and it took them 1 week to pull up a previous image. They said if I had it here, they could restore it right from here if I backed it up, but there's nothing to do this automatically. You have to manually do it.